Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out RV Daydream. As you guys may or may not know, I have two other channels, FoxBoss9 and LeboView. On those channels I have reviews of products and I also have repairs. Now most of my RV repairs are now done on this channel. However, there were quite a few repairs and items that I reviewed for RVs on my other channels previous. So what I'm going to do with you now is share with you one of those videos.
I've been riding on a daydream.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out LeboView. Today I'm going to do a review of a camping lantern. It's called a Whetstone, is the brand name, and it's a 36 LED. Whetstone makes quite a few. This one's going to be on the 36 LED, and it's a camping lantern. We have a Coleman lantern that we use. However, we would like to place some lighting high up inside of a canopy that we use, or maybe up on our awning. And it's probably not a good idea to use a gas-powered lantern, just for obvious reasons. It's gas-powered, and there's a lot of heat being generated there, and you know, glass. I just wouldn't want to see it fall. So we got this one, which is pretty heavily built. It's rubber-coated, and I'll go over some of the features, and I think you might find it to be something that you may want to pick up if you do a lot of camping. Alright, so here's the lantern. This is what it looks like. This is the box that you get it in. We'll go ahead and open that up real quick. Got some instructions that came with it. Go ahead and open this up. It's a rubberized coating that's on here. This is all rubberized. It has a solar panel. That's the other nice feature. I'll peel that off. It also has a couple other things. Now I want to point out a few things on this. First of all, it has a USB charging port, meaning that it will charge USB products. I tried it on my iPhone, and my iPhone didn't recognize that anything was being connected to it to charge it. However, I used it on my Nexus 7, and it picked up right away that it was being charged. I'm not sure if iPods, iPhones, iPads have something that they need to see in addition to receive a charge, but for Nexus 7 it worked fine, so maybe Google Android products work a little bit better with that. The other thing that it has a carry handle, and it also has built into the carry handle, which was kind of cool, a hook. To be able to hook it up to whatever you'd like. Just some nice touches that somebody thought about. Again, it's got a solar panel on top. I've read in the instructions that it takes 6 hours of full sunlight for this to receive a full charge. Now, the other nice thing about it is, if you would like, it does use 3 AAA batteries. Those are optional. They do not have to go in there unless you want to run off of batteries. Basically meaning you don't have any sun and you don't want to charge it through the dynamo. Yep, that's right. This also has a charger that whenever you do this, and it says 120 RPMs for 1 minute, will give you 20 minutes of running time for the light. It's got some resistance there. Now also, whenever you're cranking it, you'll see that there's a LED that shows up. And that LED basically is letting you know that you're charging it. There is a charging port here. However, it doesn't mention anything about a charger or what you may need to charge it. I'm sure that if you got in touch with Whetstone, you could probably figure this out, and they probably sell something to where you can plug it into the wall. But really, I mean, if you're outdoors, you're kind of wanting the whole self-sustainable thing. And between solar and the ability to crank it, I don't know why you would need that. And if you need something external, or a source that's not renewable, you've got the batteries also. So I really don't know why you would need that, but they did provide it there. The button has a rubber on it also. I think to some extent they're trying to make it to where it will shed some weather, but they do not mention about this being waterproof or water resistant at all. It's pretty healthy, but you can see it's not very big. It's not huge like a normal lantern, and that could be a plus or a minus. If you're thinking that you're getting something really big, you're not, but this is a good carry size. It's not too heavy, and it's pretty sturdy. I mean, everything seems real sturdy on it. It feels like that the base is heavier than the top, so it doesn't want to topple over. And also, it's got 3 light settings. If you push the button one time, you get 4 LEDs on each one of these 3 panels. There's 3 panels on here that face in each direction. It'll light up 4 LEDs. If you do it again, it will light up 8. It doubles the amount, obviously, on each. And then, of course, the 36 altogether. That's pretty substantially bright. Tell you the truth, it's hurting my eyes to some extent, even underneath these other lights, because these lights are more piercing. Now what I'm going to do is do some sort of an experiment with this. So stay tuned and we'll see how long these things will last and what it takes to recharge them. And I'm curious to find out how long this will run off of just a solar charge, and also how long it would run off of, let's say, 3 minutes of cranking. So we'll do those experiments and we'll get back to you. Okay, so here we have the lantern, and I'm going to do a couple of things. This lantern's going to see 6 hours of sunlight. The other lantern, I have 2 lanterns. The other lantern is going to see about 3, maybe 4 minutes of cranking. Then at that point, I'll take both lanterns, set them side by side. We'll set up a timer and see how long they last. Alright, so I've got both of these set up as far as being fully charged. The one on the left, this one here, was cranked for about 4 minutes at about 120 RPMs. On this one here, we had full 6 hours of direct sunlight. So this one was solar charged. Now they did have some sort of a residual charge to them whenever I got them out of the box. However, what I'm going to do now is start this timer after I turn on both of these lights and put them on their highest settings to see how far they'll actually go as far as light. So let's go ahead and try that. So first thing I'm going to do is turn both on. There's the lightest setting. There's the next brightest. And there's the brightest. So we'll go ahead and start. Alright, I just had to take a look at my phone there. I had a prompt that popped up, and it says that my battery's low. Looks like that these lights are going to outlast my iPhone. Alright, we're at 3 hours and 15 minutes. My iPhone's actually starting to die down. So I think I might stop this at this point, because I don't think that I need a lantern that's going to be on much longer than 3 hours. The right one that was charged by solar looks a little bit more dim than the left one. You can see here we're at 3 hours and 17 minutes, so that was pretty good. I would think that that should be plenty of time for you to be able to run that lantern. Okay, so that's my review on these lanterns. Click the link down below. It's going to take you right to Amazon. It's Amazon Prime. If you have a Prime membership, this will ship to you free in 2 days, guaranteed. If not, you might want to purchase a couple of them. That's what we did. In that case, you'll have free shipping. The fact that these things lasted 3 hours, that's outstanding. And just to let you know, when I was charging this one outside, I had it tilted and propped up with the handle to face the sun, so that it was getting direct sunlight. And the wind was blowing out there, and it actually fell off onto concrete off of a picnic table. And there's just a little chip here. Also, there's a little nick here. But other than that, it held. It did good. I was really surprised. It didn't break, and it works just fine. So go ahead and click the link down below. As always, I appreciate you watching LeboView, and hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out LeboView, and today I've got the perfect stocking stuffer or gift for your person that loves the outdoors. Alright, what I'm talking about here is a Lucy inflatable solar lantern. Now this brand, Empowered, they make 4 different ones. They have the original, they have the outdoor version, they have one called the Luxe, which is a softer lighting, and then they have ones that are Aura, and it's basically different colors. The outdoor one is what I'm going to look at today, and the other ones are going to pretty much be the same way, except this one has one feature that I really wanted, and that was it's waterproof. This thing is really cool. What you do is you inflate it, you literally blow it up, inflate it, and it's a lantern. It's got a couple handles on either end. It's solar powered. This thing will hold a charge for up to a year. And when you pull it out, your glove box, your backpack, your camper, whatever, after a year of it sitting, it will go 4 hours off that initial charge that has been sitting for a year. If you charge this, which takes 8 hours in full sunlight, this thing will last 12 hours on its brightest setting. That is awesome. When you open it up, it's going to look like one of those little punching bag things that you used to put on your fist and fight with your friends in the neighborhood as you was kids. Let's go ahead and open this thing up and take a look at it. Okay, so here we are. Here's the lantern. This is what it's going to look like when it's out of the package. You can see the LEDs there. There's 10 of them. And the LEDs are really raw. I mean, you can see them. There's nothing special about them. Really cool. It's got a little handle here. Let's go ahead. Inflatable, just like you would think. So let me go ahead and try to first open it a little bit. Let me see if I can get this blown up without causing too much condensation. I fear there's going to be a lot of condensation going on in there. Alright, so we got it all blown up there. See, I'm kind of a blowhard. I'll go ahead and plug that in so it closes it all. This is nice though. I like this. Now what I want to do is I'm going to turn off the lights a little bit in here, close the blinds, and let's see how much light's coming off of them. Alright, so now you can see, or you can't see, me in the dark. I tried to do the closing of the blinds, and it's just a little bit too bright upstairs. So I'm downstairs in lovely Studio B, and Studio B stands for basement. So let's go ahead and turn on this light so we might be able to see each other now. There you go. This is the lowest setting. And I don't know how this is coming out on the camera as of yet, but this lights up quite a bit. I mean, I can see everything in here now. There is some condensation that's on the inside, and it's slowly going away. A lot of that has to do with my breath that was in there. But I think this is pretty cool. The lantern's clearing up. It's becoming much more clear now that the condensation's going away. And this is on the lowest setting. Let's go ahead and kick it up a little bit. Not much brighter, but it is definitely brighter. And again, you can see how much this lights up. I'm going to shoot it right at the camera. There you go. That's what the lighting looks like directly. I think this is a great item. If you know somebody that goes hunting, fishing, or definitely camping, this is the way to go. Backpacking. I like the fact that it's waterproof. You would think that I wouldn't be amused by something so simple. This is a really good idea. I know that I'm going to be using it exclusively when I go camping for the fact that it's rechargeable via solar, so it's a endless source of supply. The other thing is that I can drop it in the water if I take it out and I'm fishing and I accidentally kick it in or something. You know, I got to worry with my other lanterns, which I did reviews on those. If you want to check out those reviews, click the link and I'll include that so you can go look at those. I love those lanterns. They do a great job. They're like a traditional lantern. So I can't say anything bad about them except that you also have to worry like a traditional lantern. Is it raining? Is it going to get wet? What if I knock it over? That kind of a thing. But this one here, I mean, you can tell it's dependable. I don't know how else to describe it. You can bounce it around. It's nice. You can tell this thing is it's just a cool little lantern. All right, let's get out of the dark and get back upstairs. There you go. Now I think this thing is probably the perfect gift. I'm putting the link down below in the description. Click the link. It's going to take you right to it. You're going to get it really inexpensive. It's going to be shipped to you really quick. This is probably one of the best products that I've reviewed in a long time. So I appreciate you watching. Thanks. Bye.